about to put on the musket demonstration. Best place to watch it from is right here on the road. You're not going past the road. I'm a lady. That's right. How good it's documented. I really know it's quite
Musketeer, present your piece! Pelican! Give fire!
Musket demonstration!
Come toward the gunfire. It's educational. See, there's a smart lad.
Don't worry, there'll be more fools.
They fire first, and then they fire.
See for the gunfire. Entertaining. We'll be starting shortly.
He's on a ship with cannons.
Maybe he's on the back. Musket demonstration! Education, not move.
Come see us shoot. It's entertaining. We promise it's safe. This morning, everyone was talking to the gunfire. This afternoon, nothing was.
Musket demonstration!
How do you walk around barefoot? And this round would be awful.
Right, so ladies and gentlemen, what you have sitting in front of you here is a squadron of musketeers. Now, when you think of musketeers, certain images come into your head. When you look at these musketeers, can anyone tell me what's missing? What do you about their equipment? Those famous French musketeers. Not bayonets, but swords, yes. And that's because, unlike those fancy French gentlemen, these fine folk have not been trained in the use of the swords since they were this big. I plucked these fine folks out of a farmer's field not 2 weeks ago. They're on their way to a battlefield. I don't have time to train them on anything other than what they actually need. Being musketeers, that is, the musket. Specifically the Matchlock musket, the height of firearms technology in the 16th century. It's called a Matchlock because of the piece of burning cord each one of them has in their hand. It's cotton or hemp rope that has been soaked in saltpeter, so when ignited, burns very hot and very slowly. It's a very simple weapon to use. As farmers from the field, it needs to be. There are only 21 steps to the loading and firing of this weapon. And it is taught to them through the pages of a picture book. Most people cannot read or write, therefore they look at the pictures to see how they're supposed to stand and what they're supposed to do. The first step is they will handle their piece. We'll explain that. They'll then open their pan, clean out their pan. You always know a musketeer because their thumb is always black. They'll then handle their prime and prime their piece, pouring a small amount of very fine gunpowder in that pan there. They'll then close their pan. Very important steps: cast off loose cords, blow off loose cords, as you see in a moment. You're going to put that very hot coal right next to the gunpowder. So they will then cast about their piece. Give them access to the muzzle. They'll handle their charge. Notice 3 of my musketeers went for the wooden bottles hanging from their chest. This is their bandolier of charges. Each one of those bottles contains a pre-measured charge of gunpowder, amount of gunpowder. So, as it said, performers from the field, the less thinking they have to do, the easier my job is. The dragoon on the end, however, is using a paper cartridge. Excuse me. This is because she rides about the battlefield on horseback. There's a fight from horseback, which will get from one place to another, get off her horse, and fight as a musketeer. However, if she were wearing a bandolier of charges, she'd have black eyes from here to Sunday when bouncing around on the horse. Using the paper cartridge instead. So they will then charge their piece. It's also at this point that if they are going to load a lead ball, which they are not today, they take it from the pouch at their side or spit one down the barrel because they've been carrying around their mouth. They don't understand the dangers of lead poisoning that you get, and it's much easier to spit one down the barrel from that you've been holding in your mouth than fiddle around in that pouch while you're under fire. They'll then draw forth their scouring sticks, ram home their charge, see if everything's good and snug down at the bottom. They will then recover their scouring stick and replace it. Very, very important step. To fire the scouring stick, don't get me wrong, it's an excellent projectile. It's a rather awkward weapon. The awkward part is having to go across the battlefield and ask for it back. We don't want any fish go out, so we make sure we place it back. They will then recover their piece. They'll take forth their match and blow it well. To get all the ash off the end of the match, which that coal is good and hot. You see it glow orange there. They'll then cock and try their match, placing it in the jaws of the serpentine, ensuring it's going to hit the proper place in the pan. It is at this point that they are ready to fire, so I shall turn them in a safe direction. Musketeers by the right hand, wheel about the center. They wait for the command to present your piece. Have a care! Give fire! Now, good musketeers are expected to be able to perform all those actions 3 times in a minute. Obviously,
Good day, our soldier friend.
How
are you?
I am well, and yourself?
Therefore, my job is very easy. All I need to say
Good. We saw you earlier, but you were in a conversation, so we decided we would wait and see you later and say hello.
Hi.
Do you remember Kim Lee Height?
I do. It's nice to see you.
You look a little different. You threw us off with the white cloth instead of the black. The black on them.
Blue.
Blue. Okay.
I replaced the non-period shirt with something more period.
Okay.
There's a nice shop if you haven't been up on Avalon Hill. There's a nice shop up there that sells these shirts. Really nice shirts.
Okay.
Nice heavy cotton.
Good to know.
Right.
So we just figured we would say hello because we saw you.
It's nice to see you. Is this your first trip down here this evening?
Second. I was not expecting that.
We came in August.
Not cool.
Okay.
We came in August and then I brought my family back.
That's nice.
While on the move.
Hope you enjoy your day.
We will. We probably have to move because the baby's probably not going to be happy.
And I didn't want to hold you up then.
No, but that's all right. Thank you.
Hi. Nice to see you.
The musketeers' job is to keep up a rate of fire in order to protect the pikemen until they can get into range with their 20-foot at spear. And it's at that point that the pikemen take over protecting the musketeers from cavalry and other infantry. But in order to do that, the musketeers perform an action called fire by a batch. If you imagine 3 more musketeers behind each of these, a total of 16. The rear rank will be called to the front. They'll fire a volley like you just saw. They'll immediately begin to reload. The new rear rank will come forward and do the same. The next hit is sort of leapfrogging towards the enemy. All the while, the pikemen are steadily advancing at a very slow and steady rate. To demonstrate what that looks like now, musketeers by the left hand, double your rank. Rear rank, advance to the floor. Present your piece. Give fire. Rear rank, advance to the floor. Present your piece. Give fire. Musketeers, straight to right by the left hand. By the left hand, double your punch. And salute. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your attention. In a few seconds, all one of the matches will be out. The weapons will be safe. You want to come up, ask any questions. If you missed the demo, this is our final demo of the day. We do get a little extra time to play. We get a little extra time to play if you want to see up what things clear out a little bit.
Question.
Yes.
They got 8 on the front and 4 on the back. What happens after that?
You hope somebody brings some more guns out.
You have a lovely 9-pound drum.
Otherwise, you can order the 12 musket and you just use it.
Because that's not fair. 8 on the front, 4 on the back, and you're done.
Yep.
I don't like it.
You better hope you get the job done in those 12 rounds. You'd have powder monkeys, just like on a ship. You'd have young men who would run extra bandoliers to the front, or you would actually withdraw squadrons of musketeers in good order and have them on a rotating basis so that they can be flooded with powder. However, this was risky. The young, panicky musketeer might reach into the powder barrel with the wrong hand. At that point, no more musketeer, no more battle. It's a great trick, but you can only do it once.
I just don't like the little short. They don't shoot it.